Welcome to Post High School Volleyball on PostSportsRadio.com. The season is made possible by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit PostCityTexas.com. KSSL Radio, playing the greatest country music ever recorded. Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main in Post. Now, here's the Lee and Marcia Norman pregame show on the home of the Bold Goal, PostSportsRadio.com.
Good evening and welcome to game day coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio. It is Tuesday, September 23rd of 2025, and we are live from the friendly confines of the Antelope Arena as Post gets set to do battle against the Lopes Lady Eagles. I'm Russ Morris alongside Jim Plummer, and welcome to the Post Sports Radio pregame show as we are live and free on YouTube. And this game will be available on demand after the broadcast, so you can enjoy this, hopefully this upset win as many times as you can possibly want. The Lady Lopes are in their 14th season of volleyball and are off to a 1-0 start in district play. This is the second district game of the season. Post is coming in off of a victory against rival Tahoka on Farmageddon on the volleyball court, and Lopes defeated the Olton Phillies. The Lady Lopes currently have an overall record of 15-13 and a 1-0 district record, while Lopes has an overall record of 22-8 and a 1-0 district record. The Lady Lopes are led by Krista Gray, who is in her first season as head coach for Post. This is her second year here. She is assisted by new coaches to Post ISD, Julian Garrison and Brandon Murphy. Brandon Murphy is the new head softball coach for this year, but we'll get into him when we have to cross that bridge later this school year. John Montanez is the head volleyball coach for the Lady Eagles. Jim, you want to lead us in prayer?
I will. Thank you, Russ. Father God, we come to you in prayer. We just want to thank you for this day. What a beautiful day it's been. We look forward to the cooler weather as we thank you, Lord, for bringing us great rains throughout the year. We ask you, Lord, to put in our hearts to do things that you would want us to do. That we achieve that in doing your will. Please protect those on the court today, the girls, the referees, and the trainers, and all those that are out there. We ask you to please bless us as we present a good game, hopefully, to our listeners and viewers. And may we do this all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. When we resume the Post Sports Radio pregame show, we will have the Post ISD report with Jim Plummer. As you're listening to Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio, live and free on YouTube.
This message is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
In celebration of 100 years of service, the Post Rotary Club is proud to construct a tall, beautiful four-sided traditional clock in the median of East Main Street. It'll be surrounded with landscaping and 4 limestone benches engraved with the names of legacy families and other sponsors like you. If you are interested in supporting this project, or being a part of the Rotary celebration on October 4th, contact Susan at 806-778-5034.
Not every pass leads to a touchdown, but every game can be a win with Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post. With high-quality beef and pork cuts of every variety, plus their sausage and world-famous beef jerky, you might have to play some defense around the dinner table. But this football season can be as delicious as it is entertaining. Located at 121 South Avenue H in Post, call today at 806-495-3245 for Jackson Brothers Meat Locker of Post.
Trey Payne and his team at Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler are available for all of your legal needs. With offices in Post, Lubbock, Hereford, and Clovis, New Mexico, the team is ready to offer legal solutions in personal injury, family law, criminal law, real estate, and estate planning. Give them a call at 806-368-8712. Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler Law Firm. Call 806-368-8712.
Skip the drive-thru, drive in, and drive back to a simpler time. Our car hops come to your car to take your order at Holly's Drive-In, 615 South Broadway in Post, featuring old-fashioned burgers, fries, shakes, malts, along with Mexican food, sandwiches, salads, and so much more. And best of all, it's served hot and fresh right to your car. Don't drive by, drive in to Holly's Drive-In, 615 South Broadway in Post. Call ahead at 495-2704 for Holly's Drive-In.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Post Sports Radio pregame shows. We are live from the Antelope Arena here in Post, Texas. And here's Jim Plummer with the Post ISD report.
Well, I want to cheat a little bit. We do have a lot going on in Post this week, and coming up, I want to inform our listeners of that. Of course, it's broadcast tonight against the Lopes volleyball team. Here, it'll start in just a few minutes. Coming up on Friday, Russ and I and Carter and Mike, who's back from his sandy vacation on the Gulf Coast, we will be going to Farwell, about 2 hours away, and bringing the football game against the Steers. Help is wanted for the Post Chamber of Commerce as they're trying to get some gifts together for the visiting barbecue cook-off cookers at the Moose Knuckles Cook-Off coming up soon. If you want to contribute as a business, you have something, a trinket or something as an individual business you want to add to the bags, just contact the Chamber of Commerce. Let's see. This is real important for y'all. Tomorrow morning, get up early and meet us over at the Post Methodist Church as we'll be having the community prayer breakfast. That starts at 7 a.m. There's going to be some really good food and some great prayers, so please join us for that. If you haven't done so already, you can download the Garza County Sheriff's app. That'll put you in touch with law enforcement a lot quicker than you can expect. I'd like to welcome one of the Chamber of Commerce's new members. The PJ's Catering from the Heart is back, and they're out of Tahoka actually. Post Area Chamber of Commerce is having their banquet coming up, and that's set for October 25th. Of course, we'd like to see you all there for that. You can also, by October 1st, vote for some of the competition going on, like Business of the Year and Citizen of the Year and things like that. So go to the Chamber website and check all that out. As far as volleyball, we got a game here tonight, and then Saturday they go away on the road. I'm not sure exactly where, Russ. You remember?
Saturday they're going to Plains.
Plains, all the way to Plains. And what we plan to do, and Russ, if you have a chance to throw that schedule up there, we'll tell you more about the girls' basketball. That's the football schedule. Let's put the volleyball right before it. There you go. So after today, it'll be next Tuesday against Abernathy and so on and so forth. We got Tahoka in there. Plains will be coming here along with Olton. So there's your schedule for the volleyball girls here at Post and what we're going to carry for you on Post Sports Radio. Anything else you need to add?
Just congratulations to the Bowl Gold and Lady Lope cross country teams. They competed last Wednesday over in, I believe that was Big Spring. I'll have to remind myself because I did just type the article up yesterday. But congratulations to the Bowl Gold. The boys finished in third place as a team. Zacoby Pena finished in 5th. Carter Petty, I believe, finished in 24th. And Ryland Morris finished in 25th. And the girls held their own. They came in 13th. Rachel Arthur was a notable finisher. She finished in 46th. So congratulations to her. And,
all right.
And most importantly, we extended our winning streak against Slayton to 7.
There you go.
On Friday. So
what a heck of a game.
Oh, yeah.
We can sit all night and talk about that, but we got some volleyball to take care of. So we'll take another break if we have one, and we'll be right back. It's Lady Lope Volleyball on postsportsradio.com.
In Texas, Fridays are known for one thing: football. High school football just seems to bring people together. That's why McDonald's celebrates that spirit with our $8 Hot and Spicy McChicken Bundle and $10 20-piece Chicken McNuggets Bundle. Both include a basket of fries. So hang out at McDonald's and start a new tradition. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer.
We play the greatest country music ever recorded. Tune in anytime and anywhere to KSSL 107.3, 94.1, KSSLFM.com, and on our free mobile app. All your favorites are here.
Hi, I'm Alan Jackson.
Hi, this is Mark Chestnut.
Hi, I'm Clint Black.
We've got them all.
Hi, this is Ronnie Millsap.
Hi, this is Patty Loveless.
Hi, everybody, this is Garth Brooks.
Hey, this is George Strait.
I've been listening to this radio station forever.
Proud supporters of high school sports. We are KSSL.
Hey, I want to do something to help Post in Garza County. Have any ideas?
Well, I remember at one of the football games, the endowment group gave away a lot of money to local charity groups.
What's an endowment?
From what I know, it's a permanent pile of money that keeps growing interest. And the endowment group gives away the interest every year.
But I'm not sure that I have enough to give.
Just give what you can. If everyone gave a little, that adds up to a whole lot of money for local nonprofits, which helps us all.
Go to postgarzacountyendowment.org to find out more. postgarzacountyendowment.org. For good, forever.
whenever those grass fires start, there's no putting them out. We've got 80-mile-an-hour winds there one day. XL Energy called around and asked us if it was all right if they turned electricity out, and I was 100% for that.
It's always in the back of our mind that we're doing this for the customer.
It's just in our DNA.
Whenever you get burned out, you're burning out your livelihood. Those are winds you just never can expect when they're going to happen. We just got to be prepared for it, and I think, man, they work good with us. We just got a good relationship with them.
Welcome back to the Post Sports Radio pregame show here on YouTube, live and free. Russ Morris with the play-by-play alongside our Jim Plummer, the host with the most on football nights.
Taking it easy tonight. I'm going to try to keep stats manually. You know how that goes. So we like to do a disclaimer that these stats are completely unofficial. So we're just trying to keep up with the game. Let me tell you one more thing I forgot to mention. Coming out to Ragtown Gospel Theater this Saturday, The King Lives, Elvis Impersonator. That's all starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. From what I know, there's still tickets left. And I understand these Elvis Impersonator is very good. So if you want to get a little Elvis this Saturday, Ragtown Gospel Theater starts at 3 o'clock.
So make sure you go. As far as Elvis impersonators, I'll be very interested to see his renditions of Elvis's gospel songs. I bet you it's going to be pretty good.
Yes, we just talked about off mic or off air that I'm sure there'll be a lot of gospel involved because he is playing the gospel theater. And so it'll be very interesting. I'm sure it'll be great.
So let's take a look at the district standings. It's real easy to point out. Plains, Ropes, and Post all tied for first place early on in the season, each with a 1-0 district record. Tahoka, Olton, and Abernathy are at the bottom half of the district, each 0-1. Ropes knocking off Olton, Post knocking off Tahoka, and Plains taking care of Abernathy. And next week, Post will travel to Plains, so Post is taking care of their gauntlet early on in the season, as today and Saturday they're taking on the teams projected to finish in the top first and second in the district standings. Unfortunately, I don't have where everybody else is playing, but just to give you an idea, for today, but just to give you an idea of what Post is up against today, the top 3 in kills for Ropes that we were able to find are Briley Lauderdale, Addie Mae Falls, and Allie Bandy. Lauderdale with 171 kills up to this point on the season.
And what's their overall record?
22-8.
So that's 30 games, okay.
And Post has played 28 games up to this point. Addie Mae Falls with 131 kills and Allie Bandy with 113. And then Braden Reyna, real quick, she leads the team in receptions with 410.
Okay.
Through 30 games, 410 receptions. So I can only imagine what those stats for Plains we'll take a look at. And while we're here, we want to go ahead and roll over the starting lineups.
Or the whole roster?
While we're here, we might as well just go ahead and introduce everybody.
Okay.
Starting off with the Ropes Eagles. Taking the court for Ropes will be sophomore number 1, Addie Mae Falls. Senior number 2, Riley Taylor. Senior number 3, Lila Forsyth. Junior number 4, Vivian Gallegos. Junior number 5, Braden Reyna. Junior number 6, Allie Bandy. Junior number 7, Marley Molina. Junior number 8, Briley Lauderdale. Freshman number 9, Lily Greer. Junior number 10, Annabelle Falls. Senior number 11, Kendall Little. Senior number 12, Addie Crunk. And freshman number 13, Sydney Brooks.
Should have loaded with seniors and juniors mostly, a couple freshmen in there too, huh? You might as well do the Post rosters. I don't have the classification on this list here.
Okay. So, taking the court for the Lady Lopes, as you see on the left side of your screen, senior number 1, Adriana Anna Rangel. Sophomore number 3, Sophie Scott. Senior number 7, Sanaya Sanchez. Senior number 8, Harley Jo McClellan. Senior number 9, Serenity Sanchez. Junior number 10, Zaylee Perez. Junior number 11, Amberly Garza. Senior number 12, Carmen Mullins. Junior number 14, Hannah Abraham. Sophomore number 15, Riley Hernandez. senior number 22, Lizzie Fox, and senior number 23, Azure Landa. And those are your starting lineups for tonight.
If we got a couple seconds before they do the introductions, I want to point out, well, maybe I'm too late, huh? Let's get busy here. All right. The officials swarm the floor like those bugs the other night at the football game. If y'all were at the Redmond Stadium Friday night, you'd experienced a swarm of what we call them, longhorn beetles.
Yes.
That was amazing, irritating at the same time, but fascinating.
Just watching down there, I believe Coach Jeffrey has the PA microphone in his hand, and we're getting ready to do the starting lineups.
Okay, y'all listen up. We'll listen to the PA, so we won't be repeating over them.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Lope Arena on the campus of Post High School for this District 2 2A matchup featuring the Lady Eagles of Lopes and your Post Volleyball Lady Lopes. First, let's meet the Lady Eagles. Number 1, Annie Mae Falls. Number 2, Riley Taylor. Number 3, Lila Forsythe. Number 4, Vivian Gallegos. Number 5, Brandon Rayner. Number 6, Ali Bambi. Number 7, Marley Molina. Number 8, Riley Lauderdale. Number 9, Lily Greer. Number 10, Annabelle Falls. Number 11, Kendall Little. Number 12, Annie Crunk. And number 13, Sydney Brooks. The Lady Eagles are coached by John Montanez, who's assisted by Skylar Herrera, Rebecca Castillo, and Charles Carter. And now, get on your feet for your Post Volleyball Lady Lopes. Number 1, Adriana Rangel. Number 3, Sophie Starr. Number 7, Samaya Sanchez. Number 8, Honey Jo McCollum. Number 9, Serenity Sanchez. Number 11, Emily Garza. Number 12, Carmen Mullen. Number 14, Hannah Abraham. Number 15, Riley Hernandez. And number 23, Azure Lopes. Julian Harrison,
All right, that was exciting.
please rise and remove your hats as we honor our nation with the flag and Star Spangled Banner.
As the two teams meet at midcourt, shaking hands, telling each other good luck. We are moments away from from the first serve. I did not see, I guess the coaches meet before the game or the locker room and they do a coin flip. I'm not sure exactly how this works, but.
Yeah, I think they're using a Bitcoin these days when it comes to volleyball.
Wouldn't that be something? Whoever has the most amount of transfers or transactions on your Bitcoin gets the ball to start the first set. Well, Jim, what do you think Post has to do to pull off the upset here tonight?
Yeah, definitely an upset. You got a record of 22-8 for Ropes and 15-13 for Post, which is better than the record they had last year. So
Yes.
they've improved, obviously, coming off a big win against Tahoka as well. So hopefully momentum will carry into this game and just take one bump, one dig, one spike at a time and see what happens at the end of the match.
Now, just for our listeners out there, this isn't the first time the two schools have seen each other this season. They have seen each other along with Plains on Saturday, not to jump the gun, but as far as the triangle of teams for the top three teams in the district, they have seen each other back in the Littlefield tournament, the Merkel tournament, everywhere else. So it was Ropes, Post, and Plains took part in the Littlefield tournament. Plains knocked off Post, so Post finished runner-up.
Well, they're very familiar with each other.
Hannah Abraham with the serve, and away we go. Good dig by Ropes. Ball is up. Good save by Serenity. A good pickup by Raina. Goes back to net. Here's Hannah to Sophie. Hannah again gets it over the net. Good volley, but Post on the board first. Miscommunication by number 9, Lily Greer. We'll take it. Hannah on the serve once again as her serve goes into the net. So now it's Ropes' turn to start serving. It looks like it's going to be number 6, Allie Bandy. On the serve for Ropes. Ball is up and away. It's dug by Sanaya. Saved by Riley. She gets it back over the net. Raina, Bandy, and good. I believe that's probably a kill.
Yeah.
By Forsyth.
Forsyth? Is it 9?
That is number 3. Hannah with the dig, but it goes out of bounds. Ropes extends their lead to 3-1 as your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score here in the first set.
That's considered an ace as well, is it?
I believe so. Here comes the serve again by Bandy. As that was Forsyth again that just knocked it down.
Ooh. She's got the height advantage.
As real quick, Coach Gray decides to take a timeout. We'll take one with him. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 4-1 in favor of Ropes.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This message is a courtesy of Harp Girls Holding.
Welcome back to Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio. We are live and free on YouTube. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score here in the first set is 4-1. Ropes over the Lady Lopes. Hannah digs the serve. Sophie with the pass. Goes back to Riley Hernandez. Is taken by Ropes. That was Bandy, but it goes back. Saved by Post. Garza, but it goes too far out of bounds. Ropes with another point. As this is Bandy for Ropes. Still serving. The ball goes over the net. Taken by Hannah. Hit to Riley. Dug out by Greer. Falls. Miscommunication on the back end. As it was a good idea by Sophie, but just nobody back there to help her out. Ropes with another point. Bandy again. Taken by Sanaya. Amberly with a kill. We'll take it. Stops the bleeding. And a quick substitution. Out comes Sanaya. And in comes Carmen Mullins. Riley Hernandez, a sophomore, on the serve. Serve is up and away. It's dug by Reyna. Lopes on the attack. Saved by Hernandez. Garza. Lopes looking to attack. Is dug by Serenity. And Lopes with the save. Hannah to Amberly. Back to Hannah. Man, this is a good volley by both teams. The block. Oh, good save by Amberly. Lopes looking to attack once again. Continues. Fight by the Lady Lopes. Good block and save. And golly.
This is awesome.
This is.
I love that.
Good save by Hernandez, but Hannah couldn't get there just in time.
Oh, man, that was a tough point to lose.
Lopes with another point. It is 7-2 now as your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score. That is one thing that is noticeable from this year to last year, Jim. Just look at the energy, regardless of what's happening on the court. Just they're more energetic. They're more excited to be here.
They're calm as well.
Yes.
They're communicating, it looks like.
And they look like they're having fun.
Exactly.
Comes the serve by Gallegos. Taken by Serenity Sanchez. Mullins gets it over the net. Saved by Ropes' libero. Goes too far out of bounds. Point goes back to post. Quick substitution now. In comes Harley Jo McClellan. In for Amberly Garza. Harley Jo on the serve. Is up and away. Dug by Reyna. Ropes on the attack. Goes too far out of bounds. No, they said it landed just inbounds.
Really?
Yes.
No, that was out.
Well, they gave another point to Ropes. It is 9-2 now.
We can still the serve, though. No, we don't. No, we don't. Harley Jo just rolls that ball to the other end. Ooh, that was a strange call.
Anyway, Ropes back on the attack. Dug by Harley Jo. To Anna. Back to Hannah. Now Ropes setting up a play. Here comes the attack. Good dig by Harley. But as number 8, Briley Lauderdale, just to knock it down for another point for the Lady Eagles. Make sure Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score 10-2. As this first set is flying by. Comes the serve by Ropes once again. Dug by Hannah. Good block by Serenity. She's able to get it in the air, but it just hung in the air and just lands out of bounds. Another point goes to Ropes. Score, we'll figure out what the score is as we have another ace.
Yeah, Forsyth, who's serving, is one of the leaders when it comes to serves and aces.
So, your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score is now 11-3, we think. Post trying to answer. Hannah to Mullins. Back to Ropes. Setting up the attack. Just a tip. Saved by Harley Jo. Hannah with the dig. Anna gets it over the net. Ropes on the attack. As the ball goes out of bounds, it was just off the wrist of Anna. She tried to dig it. This ball goes sideways.
Who had that kill? Did you notice?
I believe that was number 3, Lila Forsyth again.
Okay. Having a good day out there. It's her third kill from what we've got.
She's on the serve. Serenity back to Sophie. Ropes to Lauderdale. Gets it. One dig too short just to get it enough in the air. As Ropes extends their lead to 10.
She's like Post is not anticipating like they were just a couple minutes ago.
Serve once again. Dug out by Riley. Hannah gets it over the net. And that's a point. Those Ropes can't dig it out.
Accidentally gave it to Ropes. Should be 13-4. There you go.
There we go. Now we get to see The sophomore Sophie Scott on the serve. Ball is up in the air, taken by Ropes. Guy goes to McClellan, tipped over by Hannah. Bandy. Ropes with the attack too far out of bounds. That was Addie Mae Falls with the attempted kill. Post with another point, cuts the lead back to 8. As the serve goes too far out of bounds. Out comes Sophie, in comes Sanaya. Now on
Sanaya's a libero, it looks like.
Now on the serve is going to be Crunk, Addie Crunk, the senior. Ball is up and away. Saved by Harley. Hannah is able to get it just over the net. Ropes now on the attack. Tip drill goes too far out of bounds.
Post showing a little more life, starting to come back here.
This is now Carmen Mullins, the senior. Her serve is up and away. That's an ace. As what was a 10-point lead is now a 7-point lead. Mullins on the serve once again. Taken by Ropes. Ropes sits at the attack. It's a good block by Serenity as Post gets the point.
The momentum is with Post right now.
I believe they said Ropes touched it. Player for Ropes touched it one too many times on that one. Mullins on the serve once again. As mishandled by Ropes, as Post cuts the lead to 5.
Momentum spurts now in favor of Post.
Serve by Mullins. Taken by Ropes. Riley to Hannah. Mullins on the attack, but the kill attempt lands into the net. Quick substitution, double substitution. In is number 7, Marley Molina, and number 9, Lily Greer for Ropes.
So Molina's serving.
Her serve is up in the air, taken to Mullins. Hannah tips it over the net. Ropes sets up the attack. Good dig by Carmen. Serenity, but it was blocked by Greer, but Ropes Post is able to keep it alive. Crunk. Mullins with the save. Ropes now trying to get their attack going. Sophie, Hannah, Serenity. Oh, tip drill almost a point, but good dig by Crunk for Ropes. Harley Joe. Hannah with the tip drill. That's a point for Hannah. Point for Post. It's a 5-point set match, I guess is how you call it. I want to say ball game.
It's hard to switch from football to volleyball. But yeah, we were down by 10. Now it's only 5.
All right, Serenity Sanchez on the serve. Serve is up and away, and that's a point for Post. Serenity on the serve once again. Should be 15-11.
Yeah, they didn't change the score again. I think we might be down a couple points if they have it.
Anyway, Ropes on the attack. The tip drill lands just inside the line.
It should be like.
Should be 6.
One of the coaches should be in charge of keeping an eye on the clock. Scoreboard. They're not. Yeah, it should be 16-11.
Yeah.
Could tell somebody.
Well, making adjustments to the net, and the net was leaning to one side. Now, this is Braden Reyna on the serve for Ropes. It's taken by Sanaya Sanchez. Hannah to Serenity. Ball goes too far out of bounds. It would have been a perfect pass in basketball, but it lands on the Lady Lopes logo. Point for Ropes. Raina on the serve again. To Sanaya. To Riley. No, sorry, to Amberly, to Riley. Ropes on the attack. Good save by Sanaya. Hannah. Amberly. That was a good dig by the libero for Ropes. Hannah sets it up back to Serenity. Serenity on the attack is saved by Ropes as the tip drill by Crunk lands in the net.
Yeah, she lost her footing as she approached the net and just almost fell into it.
There we go. Now we got the correct score, 17-12.
Maybe somebody's listening to us.
Hannah on the serve, dug by Ropes. Crunk, that was Forsyth. Now Hannah, Amberly, hers was blocked. Hannah gets it back over the net. Crunk, tip goes out of bounds. It's now a 4-point set. If that term makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Hannah on the serve once again. Ball is taken by Ropes, or received by Ropes. Hannah to Riley. Back to Hannah. Ropes trying to set up the attack. The tip drill is saved by Serenity. As Hannah's tip just goes too far out of bounds. And I mean by inches.
Let's see, Russ, you got to get 21 points and win by 2.
25.
25. And then you've got to win 3 of these sets to win the match.
And if we do go to a 5th set, there was almost a point for post. It's a good save by Sanaya.
Wow.
Serenity
awesome.
Gets over the net by help of the net. All right, Post trying to set up the attack. Riley with the tip. That's a point for Post. This has been a great first set so far.
It's nice to see the Sanchez girls team up on that last volley.
Double sub. Out in is Carmen and also in is Anna. As Anna will be serving. And as we were saying, if the game does get to a 5th and final set, it is 15. Still got to win by 2. Anna on the serve is taken by Ropes. As they're able to keep the ball in bounds. Hannah to Amberly, taken by Ropes. Amberly, Hannah, Carmen. Good save by Ropes. Amberly with a point. Almost. Tip by Ropes goes into the net. That is Lila Forsyth that just knocks it into the net. Sorry, no, that was Greer. My bad. Anyway, your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score is 18-15. Still in favor of Ropes, but Post on the heels of the Eagles. Good dig. That was a good block by Ropes, too. Hannah gets it back over the net. Anna chases it down. Good save by Anna. Goes off. It's one of those deals that it just hit one of the air conditioning units up.
Yes, it did.
But that's almost something you would see at Ropes because of how low Ropes' gym is.
Yeah, Adriana really knocked that thing up to the ceiling. That was really high. That's higher than the scoreboard itself.
Anyway, Ropes on the serve once again. That is Gallegos. Abraham, Ropes on the attack. Kill lands just inbounds.
Who's that killer?
That was Lila Forsyth.
That's her 4th.
Score with the first set winding down is 20-15, still in favor of Ropes. As that was a good dig by Serenity. Tip drill goes in favor of Ropes.
It's Forsyth again with another nice play.
Now out comes Sophie, in comes Azrae Landa. The guy goes on the serve for Ropes once again. Goes out of bounds. Quick substitution. Out is Amberly Garza, and in is Harley Joe, as Harley Joe will serve. Serve is up and away, received by Lopes. Played by the Lady Eagles. Azare to Hannah. The Serenity with the kill, too far out of bounds for the attack. Make sure Judge Lee and Marsha Norman scored now 22-16. Served by Lopes. It was a line drive right to Harley Joe, and it was played to where Harley Joe could not make a play on the ball. Another point goes to Lopes.
Second ace by Forsyth.
We're technically in match point now. Another line drive taken by Hannah, received by Anna. The Carmen goes over the net. Lopes on the attack, dug by Hannah. Serenity gets it over the net. It was a good play by Harley Joe, just goes too far off her wrist. As Lopes is 1 point away from locking up the first set.
And it's Addie Mayfalls with the kill.
All right, here's the serve. Hannah, Serenity, back to Hannah. Good play by Lopes. Hannah's, it was a line drive bump pass, and that's how your first set will end. Your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score in the first set, 25-16 in favor of the Lady Eagles. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have the start of the second set for you right after this. You're listening to the Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball live and free on YouTube.
The Post Area Chamber of Commerce is 80 members strong and offers a wide variety of ways for members to be involved. From quarterly after-hours networking events to workshops and training, there is ample opportunity to learn, grow, and partner with other members. The Chamber is thrilled to have the opportunity to highlight members in local advertisements, show support of the local, state, and federal levels, and equip members with unique and specialized workshops and training. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce is a vital part of our community and sincerely hopes you will be a member. Details at postcitytexas.com.
Post Lady Lope Volleyball is powered by the McClellan family. Michael, Sam, and Jacob love and support Lady Lope Volleyball. The Post Athletic Booster Club, supporting the Bowl Gold tradition. The Post Independent School District, home of the Bowl Gold. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit postcitytexas.com. Post Sports Radio appreciates these sponsors for making this Bowl Gold broadcast a reality.
This high school gym used to be packed most nights. Not anymore. Do you know why? Because bad behavior by fans, especially adults, has caused a shortage of game officials across the country. You see, without officials, we can't have sports. Don't let this become reality. It's time for a change. Let's bench bad behavior for good.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
Welcome back, everybody, to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Lady Lope basketball live here at the Antelope Arena for district game number 2 between the Lady Lopes and the Lady Eagles. Post falls in the first set by 9, 25-16 is your Judge Lynn Marsh Norman score. That was a great first set, though, regardless for the Lady Lopes. What do you say, Jim?
Yeah, I think it was exciting. Post had a couple streaks in there, but not enough to keep up with the Lady Eagles. So we'll see what we can do in the second. That's, you can play up to 5 sets, so the game ain't over.
No, it is not. It looks like it's going to be Lopes doing the serving to begin the second set, as we're going to see Allie Bandy start things off. good crowd here at Antelope Arena. The serve is up and away, received by the Lady Lopes. Ball goes over the net. Back the other way, Lopes on the attack. As that's going to be number 1, Addie Mae Falls with a kill.
Her second.
Lopes on the board first. Bandy once again, serve is received by Sophie Scott. Tip drill goes on the net, Hannah to Riley. To Amberly Garza, she gets a kill.
Amberly is one of the leaders in kills for the Lady Lopes, 3 tonight so far.
There we go. Post answers. Hence going to be Hannah Abraham on the serve. Is up and away, received by the Lady Eagles. Lopes now on the attack. As the ball just takes a weird angle off of Hannah's wrist as she thought she had a good clean play on the ball. Goes out of bounds, point goes to Lopes.
Lily Greer with the kill there. Now coming out of the game. Contest, actually.
Doing the serving now for the Lady Eagles is number 4, Vivian Gallegos. Serve is up and away. Taken by Sanaya. Now Lopes looking to go on the attack. Tip drill received, but it goes into the stands. Hannah couldn't get a solid tip on the ball.
Nice catch by the spectator in the stands over there, Lopes. Returns it to the official.
Lopes. Gallegos on the serve once again. Line drive, good play by Sanaya. Is the tip drill just late by Brooks. Falls, goes out of.
Falls with another kill, number 3.
I said we tipped it at the last second. It was going to go out of bounds.
Tried to block it there.
All right, here we go. Gallegos on the serve once again. Taken by Mullins. Hannah. Amberly is received by Ropes. Hannah to Riley. Ropes attacking once again. Good block by Sophie.
All right.
It's a point. Goes to post. Quick substitution out is Riley Hernandez, and in is Anna Rangel. As Anna will now do some serving. Her serve is up and away, received by Ropes. As that was Forsyth, tried to play the ball in the air but couldn't get a good read on it. Point goes to post. Post looking to tie the game again. On a serve is up and away. Ropes trying to set up a play as Brooks' attack goes too far out of bounds as we're tied back up at 4 points apiece.
Okay. Keep it close.
Anna on the serve. Played by Ropes. Anna receives the volley from Ropes. Tip drill. Can't go anywhere. It's a point going to Ropes. In for Ropes is now Briley Lauderdale. Comes in for their libero, number 5, Braden Reyna. Forsyth. The serve goes straight into the net. Your Judge Lee and Marshall score is all tied once again. Harley Joe comes into the game for number 11, Amberly Garza, and she will serve. Serve by Harley Joe is up and away, played, received by Ropes. Good block, but it just goes out of bounds. So that was Sophie was able to get a hand on it, and Serenity just ran out of time as she dove, but it was just too far out of reach.
It's Bradley Lauderdale with the kill, one of the leaders for the Lady Eagles.
Crunk on the serve, line drive into the net, tied once again. So it is now Sophie Scott's turn to serve. She goes through her routine. Ball is up. Played by Ropes. Tip drill is picked up by Raina. Good dig. Rangel. Tip drill is saved by Ropes. Attack goes too far out of bounds. Post retakes the lead. Here comes the serve. Received by Ropes. Ropes now on the attack. Tipped, almost saved and dug by Harley Joe, but it goes off of her hands. We're tied back up now for a judge. Lee and Marcia Norman score 7 points apiece. Again, the second set is flying by. Molina on the serve. Up and away. Played by Harley Joe. On a good block by Ropes. Post now on the attack. Crunk to Greer. Point goes to Ropes.
Give credit for the kill to Greer, number 9.
Molina on the serve once again. Ball is up and away. It's just Harley Joe couldn't get a good bounce of it off of her wrist.
Yeah, probably would have gone out of bounds if she let it go. She was asking Coach Gray if that's the fact, but oh well, just look to the next play.
Sophie Scott re-enters the game for Sanaya. Molina once again on the serve. Lands just in bounds.
That's your ace. It's Marley Molina with her first ace of the day.
Quick substitution. Harley Joe's out. In is Sanaya Sanchez. She's back in. Harley Joe just needs to settle down. She'll be all right. Serve is received by Sophie. Good play by Serenity. Crunk. Ropes on the attack. Good block by Carmen Mullins. She'll get a kill with that as well. Cuts the lead back to 2 points. Riley Hernandez checks back in for Anna Rangel. It's Carmen's turn to serve. Her serve is up and away. Received by Ropes. Good play on the tip drill. Hannah gets it back over the net. Raina. Ropes now on the attack. Mullins on the dig. Serenity is able to get it back over the net. Decent volley by both teams here. Good save, but it just goes too far out of bounds by Sanaya. Now Ropes has a 3-point lead again. The Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is now 11-8 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Raina serve gets help going over the net by hitting the net. Serenity gets it back to Ropes. Ropes now on the attack. Mullins, Abraham, Mullins again. That's Crunk. I believe that's Bandy, but she's going to get a point on that one.
It's Allie Bandy with her first kill, from what we can tell.
Sorry for all you volleyball aficionados. That's about the only way I can keep track of things in my mind. As the serve is received by Post. Serenity with a good block by Ropes. Ropes with a good volley. Good block by both. I'm going to give that a tie to both Hannah and Riley on that one. Score it like we're doing score it like we're doing football and basketball. You each get half of something.
Sure. As far as gym stats are concerned, it's a full block.
Amberly Garza checks back in. Serenity's serve is received by Ropes. Oh, it's just a very good tip drill by Forsyth, is able to get it just at the angle enough to where no Lady Lopes could get it. Quick substitution in is Addie Mae Falls for Addie Crunk. Served by Ropes is received by Serenity Sanchez. She gets the ball over the net. Ropes now on the attack. Just a line drive, just out of the reach of Hannah. Point goes back to post. It's now a 5-point lead. Coach Gray decides to take a timeout. We'll take one with her. Your judge, Leanne Marshall-Norman score, as we are almost halfway through this second set, can you believe, is 14-9 in favor of the Lady Lopes. In favor of the Lady Eagles.
Trey Payne and his team at Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler are available for all of your legal needs. With offices in Post, Lubbock, Hereford, and Clovis, New Mexico, the team is ready to offer legal solutions in personal injury, family law, criminal law, real estate, and estate planning. Give them a call at 806-368-8712. Payne, Powell, Truett, and Chandler Law Firm. Call 806-368-8712.
Welcome back to Post Lady Lope Basketball here on Post Sports Radio. You're listening live and free on YouTube as your Lady Lopes are down by 5 points here in the second set with a judge Leanne Marshall score of 14-9. Ropes winning. Ropes on the serve, received by Sophie Scott. Serenity. Hannah gets it over the net. Volley's played by Ropes on the attack. Forsyth saved by Mullins. Amberly gets it back over the net. Ropes now on the attack again. Good dig by Serenity. The attack just goes too far out of bounds. Right play, too much strength. Judge Leanne Marshall scores now 15-9. That is Bandy on the serve again, received by Post. Amberly with a save, gets it back into the field of play, or the court of play. Ropes' attack is saved by Mullins. Sophie able to get it over the net. Tip drill. Amberly with a tip of her own. Here comes Ropes on the attack. Almost dug and saved by Amberly Garza, but point goes to Ropes. It is now 16-9. Allie Bandy on the serve once again. Received by Sophie to Hannah. Amberly. Good dig by Molina for Ropes. Mullins to Hannah. Amberly. Forsyth's attack is dug out by Sophie. Comes Ropes once again. Good play by Mullins. Serenity able to get it over the net with a line drive. Attack, and that's a kill. I believe that is Forsyth again.
Get the number there, number 3.
Number 3.
Get it again. That's kill number 5.
No, at one point was a 3-point ball. A tie ball game is now up to 8. The serve is received by Post, but it goes too far out of bounds. Lady Lopes just need to settle in. And there's still plenty of set left to play. Bandy. Mullins is received. Serenity keeps it in the field of play. Riley is able to get it over the net. Bandy, Forsyth, Abraham, Hernandez, now to Sanchez. Ropes on the attack again. Goes. No, lands just in bounds. That's borderline to me. That's why we're broadcasting the games and not officiating the games.
Yeah, they're down on the court.
Coach Gray is going to take another timeout, and we'll do the same. Your Judge Leanne Marshall-Norman score is now 19-9. Ropes over Lady Lopes. You're listening to Lady Lope Volleyball on Post Sports Radio here on YouTube.
Winco 2 is your compressed gas and cryo powerhouse. We strive to provide excellent cryogenic and gas storage products, service, and support to any and all industries ranging from chemical to agriculture and beyond. Built upon trust and integrity, Winco 2 is here to serve. Satisfaction guaranteed. Visit us online at winco2.com. That's winco, the number 2.com, or give us a call 806-629-4458.
Welcome back to Post Lady Lope Volleyball here on Post Sports Radio. Your Lady Lopes are still trailing with your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score of 19-9 in favor of Ropes, but there's still plenty of second set left to play. This bandy serve is received by Sophie, but it goes too far out of bounds. That's what the announcer's jinx will do for you.
Bandy's second ace on the night.
Bandy, I believe, has served the majority of this set. Serenity receives a serve. Hannah with a tip drill. Almost a point for Post. Good block, but Hannah couldn't get there in time. Ropes extends their lead to 12.
Just looking at the floor, Ropes has the height advantage at the net.
Sanaya to Hannah, back to Sanaya. It just goes out of bounds. Coach Garrison almost made a play on the ball. It's 22-9 is your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score. Still in favor of Ropes. Bandy on the serve for Ropes. Dug out by Mullins, but it goes out of bounds. Point to Ropes. As now we are in match point territory for the Lady Eagles. Sorry, set point territory. Match ain't over yet. Bandy. Serve.
That's out.
Goes out of bounds. Lady Lopes finally catch a break.
It's a nice serve. Was that number one, Addie Falls?
Well, that was Bandy again.
Who served? Okay.
Yes. All right, Hannah Abraham on the serve once again. Is received by Ropes. Bandy to Molina. Good dig by Serenity. Abraham to Amberly, but her attack goes out of bounds. Now we are in set point territory. Ropes 1 point away from closing out the second set. Your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman scores 24-10. This is Gallegos on the serve. It's dug by Serenity. Here's Hannah. Good play by Amberly. Ropes on the attack. Riley back to Hannah. Ropes looking to close out this set. Goes too far out of bounds by Addie Mae Falls. Point goes to Post. Quick substitution. Anna Rangel checks back in for Riley Hernandez. Anna will serve. Serve is up and away, is received by Arena. Ropes is dug out by Hannah. Bounces off of the kill attempt, bounces off of Hannah's wrist. And it's going to go out of bounds. Point goes to Ropes as Ropes locks up the second set. 25-11 is your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score. We'll take a break. We'll come right back with Post is down to their last set unless they can win the third set. We'll have that for you right here on Post Sports Radio Live and free on YouTube.
We play the greatest country music ever recorded. Tune in anytime and anywhere to KSSL 107.3, 94.1, KSSLFM.com, and on our free mobile app. All your favorites are here.
Hi, I'm Alan Jackson.
Hi, this is Mark Chestnut.
Hi, I'm Clint Black.
We've got them all.
Hi, this is Ronnie Millsap.
Hi, this is Patty Loveless.
Hi, everybody, this is Garth Brooks.
Hey, this is George Strait.
I've been listening to this radio station forever.
Proud supporters of high school sports. We are KSSL.
Take a break and let Post Family Cleaners take care of the laundry. Family Cleaners is Post hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main Street in Post. Whether it's dry cleaning, wash and starching, laundry service, or alterations, Post Family Cleaners has you covered. Let Post Family Cleaners make your life a bit easier. Go by 111 West Main Street or call 806-495-0777 to get details. That's 806-495-0777. Post Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post.
My name is Sochi Anderton. I'm a dentist here at Post Family Dentistry. This clinic is a huge example of providing fancy dental care here in Post, Texas, because the residents of Post in these smaller communities, they deserve that same quality of care. We've expanded from 3 chairs now to 6 chairs at this new location. We are very proud here at Post Family Dentistry of our small town values combined with state-of-the-art care.
Sophisticut Salon of Post is your hometown full-service hair and nail salon. Sam McClellan and Dana Babb offer full-service hair and wax services, while Tamara Reed offers full-service nails and pedicures. To set up an appointment, contact the professional of your choice. Sam at 806-781-9491, Dana at 806-495-2505, or Tamara at 806-620-4560. The Sophisticut Salon at 105 North Avenue I in Post. Sophisticut Salon, your hometown full-service hair and nail salon, proud fans of Lady Lope Volleyball.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball as we are getting set to start set number 3 as Hannah Abraham on the serve is received by Lopes. Hannah plays. Amberly attacks. Is dug out by Lopes. Attack goes too far out of bounds. Post on the board first. That was number 10, Annabelle Falls. Again, Lady Lopes trying to go 2-0 in district play and join possibly Plains as top 2 teams in the district, but they got to figure out how to force multiple sets here as Lopes gives Post another point. Is there miscommunication or mishandling of the ball out of bounds? Hannah will serve once again. Up and away. Received by Lopes. Bandy. Mullins. Abraham. Serenity. Good play by Lopes. Tip drill. Swung and miss by Annabelle Falls. Post now up to a 3-0 lead.
I don't think we've had a 3-point lead.
Hannah. Served is received. Hannah sets it up. Amberly gets it over the net. Lopes trying to get back on the attack. Now Post trying to set up an attack of their own. Sophie swung and missed. It goes into the net. Point goes to Lopes. Lady Lopes trying to force a 4th set. Lopes trying to end it. Hannah receives the serve from Lopes. She gets the ball over the net. Now Lopes trying to set up a play to go on the attack. Falls. Gets it over the net, but the ball goes off the hands of Serenity Sanchez.
Give Falls another kill. That's 4 on the night.
Score is now 3-2 as your judge, Leah and Marsha Norman score. Lopes. Serve is received by Hannah. There's Anna. Back to Amberly. Bandy. Lopes on the attack. That's a kill by Falls.
And number 5.
Guess who? Allie Bandy serving once again. Her serve. She's going to get an ace on that one.
That's her 3rd ace of the night.
As Serenity just couldn't dig it out.
And they also take the lead.
Bandy will serve once again. Mullins, Sophie. Now Lopes trying to set up the attack. Ball goes into the net, but they're able to recover. Now Lopes gets it over the net. Hannah, Anna. Back to Hannah. Bandy. I believe that was to Falls. To Annabelle Falls. But Post miscommunication. Point goes to Lopes. Allie Bandy on the serve once again. Received by Mullins. Hannah with a quick tip drill. Mullins to Anna. Anna gets it over the net. Lopes on the attack. Swung and into the net is Lila Forsyth. Point goes back to post. Anna will now do the serving. Her serve is up and away, is received by Ropes. Addie May falls. Had her attack go over the net. Anna tried to set it up, but it goes too far out of bounds. Ropes extends her lead. Now double substitution. In is Little, Kendall Little, and I believe Vivian Gallegos. Gallegos will now serve. Ball is up and away. Line drive almost, but is played by post. Amberly's attack goes too far out of bounds. Increases Ropes' lead with a Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score to 7-4.
Got to point out Amberly guards that helped carry in the equipment tonight. I appreciate that, Amberly. She saw me struggling.
Gallegos' serve was too far out of bounds. Post gets another point. Holly Joe checks in for Amberly. Harley Joe will serve.
I'm not saying Russ was late or anything. I got here early. That's what it was.
Harley Joe's serve is played by Gallegos. Ropes on the attack. Ooh. Hannah with the save. Sophie. Give her credit with a point on that. I might as well. Ropes couldn't handle the tip drill. It goes too far into the net. Harley Joe will serve once again. Is up and away. Played by Ropes. Swung and missed by Little. Goes into the net. We got a tie set once again. Let's see if Post can capitalize on it and turn this into a set victory as I'm knocking on wood. Still got plenty of set left to go. Harley Joe serve. Received by Ropes. Anna to Hannah. Serenity with a kill. Post retakes the lead. Gets some energy going on the Post bench. Harley Joe will continue to serve. Serve is up and away. Received by Ropes. Little. Harley Joe. Abraham to Sophie with a little tip. That's a point to Sophie.
Nice dig attempt by 5, but a double tip by 4, and gives a point to Post.
Harley Joe on the serve once again. It is a line drive a little bit, but it is taken by Ropes. It's a good dig by Hannah, but it goes a weird angle out of bounds. Point goes back to Ropes. Makes your Judge Lee and Marsha Norman scoring 9-8. It's Hannah. Mullins. The Serenity. She's able to get it back in the field in the court of play. Gallegos. Abraham. Mullins. Scott. Tipped into the net. The tie set once again. Judge Lee and Marsha Norman score is 9-9. Forsyth on the serve. Up and away. Abraham. The Serenity. Harley Joe. Is dug out by Ropes. The attack. Almost dug and saved by Anna, but it just goes just short. That's a point for Ropes.
It's Addie Falls' 6th kill tonight.
Forsyth on the serve once again. Up and away. Harley Joe. Hannah. Carmen. Ropes trying to attack. They go right there. Good play by Hannah. Serenity's able to tip it over the net, but it just goes just shy out of bounds. And I mean by centimeters. Not to use the metric system, but that's about as close as you can get. Forsyth on the serve. Goes off of the hands of Anna Rangel.
It's Lou Forsyth's sixth kill of the night. So her and Falls both have 6.
As Coach Gray calls a timeout, we'll take one with her. Your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 12-9 as the third set is flying by. You're listening to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Lady Lope Volleyball here on YouTube.
Take a break and let Post Family Cleaners take care of the laundry. Family Cleaners is Post Hometown Laundry and Dry Cleaners on West Main Street in Post. Whether it's dry cleaning, wash and starching, laundry service, or alterations, Post Family Cleaners has you covered. Let Post Family Cleaners make your life a bit easier. Go by 111 West Main Street or call 806-495-0777 to get details. That's 806-495-0777. Post Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post and Lady Lope Volleyball for district game number 2 between Post and Lopes. Lopes looking to close out this game by winning this third set as Forsyth's serve is up and away. Serenity's able to get it back over the net and into the field of play. Forsyth on the attack. Abraham, Mullins. That's a kill. There's number 9, Lily Greer. Number 8, Briley Lauderdale. Makes your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score now 13-9 in favor of the Lady Eagles. Post trying to force a fourth set and stay alive. This serve is dug by Hannah Butt. An attack with a successful kill by Lauderdale.
Yeah, so it's 2 in a row, 3 for the night.
That was textbook on how you want to do it. Forsyth on the serve again. Slow serve. Hannah back to Serenity.
There's a
Serenity's going to get a kill.
Serenity now has 2 kills tonight.
Hey. Sophie checks back in for Azare Landa. She will serve. Ball is up and away. Is received by Lopes. Lauderdale.
Man.
She'll get a kill.
She had 3 in the last minute. 4 for the night.
Dang. Forsyth checks out. Addie Crunk checks in. Crunk will serve for Lopes. Crunk on the serve. It is up and away. Taken by Harley Joe. That's a point for Lopes. That was Briley Lauderdale that made a play. She just tapped it down.
Is that considered a kill?
I guess. I mean, she's the only one that made a play on the ball.
It's a tip at least.
Rangel, Mullins, Serenity. Dug by Lopes. Lopes now on the attack. Raina, Lauderdale, Harley Joe, Hannah, Mullins, and it goes into the net. Makes your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score now 17-11. Go serve is up and away, taken by Sanaya. Anna gets it over the net. Crunk, Lauderdale, that's a kill.
It's about coming on strong.
Well, that was a kill with authority.
Her 6th on the night.
There we go, Crunk on the serve. Anna, Hannah, played by Serenity. Ropes trying to set it up and go on the attack. Lauderdale again is blocked by Serenity, but it bounces. It takes a ricochet off of a couple Lopes players. Point goes to Ropes. Post takes another timeout. We'll take one with her. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman score is 19-11. You're listening to Post Sports Radio live and free on YouTube.
This message is brought to you by Judge Lee and Martian Norman.
In celebration of 100 years of service, the Post Rotary Club is proud to construct a tall, beautiful four-sided traditional clock in the median of East Main Street. It'll be surrounded with landscaping and 4 limestone benches engraved with the names of legacy families and other sponsors like you. If you are interested in supporting this project, or being a part of the Rotary celebration on October 4th, contact Susan at 806-778-5034.
Welcome back to Post Sports Radio's coverage of Post Lady Lope Volleyball. Your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score is 19-11. Ropes over Post. Crunk on the serve again for Ropes. Post catches a break as it goes out of bounds. Makes your Judge Lee and Marshall Norman score now 19-12. Post trying to desperately force a fourth set as Riley Hernandez checks in for Honor Angel. Ropes trying to close out the game with a victory here in this third set. Bandy couldn't get a good handle on that on the receiving end of a serve.
And Mullins' second kill.
They will take it.
I'm sorry, ace. There's a difference, right?
Mullins on the serve once again. Crunk. Bandy. That's going to be a point for Ropes. Molina checks in for Little. As Molina will serve. Serve is received by Sanaya. Crunk. Lauderdale with Sanaya. Lauderdale almost with a tip drill, but it's a good play by Post. Block and kill by Lauderdale. As Molina will serve once again. Molina. The serve is up and away. Mullins. Miscommunication between Hannah and Harley Joe. Ball just lands in no man's land.
It's Molina's second ace.
Molina on the serve once again. You see it by Mullins. Abraham. Serenity. Yeah, it goes into the net. Here we go. We are approaching match point territory. I can say that now. Molina on the serve once again. Mullins, Abraham, Carmen gets it over the net. Good diving dig by Libero for Ropes. Good tip drill. Ooh. It was saved by Ropes. Bandy. Good tip by Riley. Sanaya. Hannah, and tip goes into the net. So here we go. Post needs to score 11 points to tie it and keep the game alive. Ropes with one more score to end it. Molina.
Oh, there's Post coming back.
Here we go.
Anything's possible.
Oh, we've seen it. We were here last year when Post overcame a 2-set deficit to defeat Tahoka. So here we go. Ropes. The attack. Lauderdale. And that'll do it. Ropes wins the game 3-0 with your Judge Lee and Marsh Norman score. Set number 3, 25-14. Post now has a win-loss record of 15-14 and is 1-1 on the year in district. Ropes now improves to 23-8 on the year and 2-0 in district play. We will take a break, and when we come back, we will have the Post Sports Radio wrap-up show here for you. As once again, your final here at the Antelope Arena is Ropes in 3 consecutive sets. Be right back here on YouTube right after this.
Welcome back to Post High School Volleyball on PostSportsRadio.com. The season is made possible by the Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit PostCityTexas.com. KSSL Radio, playing the greatest country music ever recorded. Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post. Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County. Now, here's the Lady Lope wrap-up show on the home of the Bold Gold, PostSportsRadio.com.
Welcome to the Post Sports Radio wrap-up show. As once again, your final from the Antelope Arena as the Lopes Lady Eagles come in and defeat Post in 3 consecutive sets. So with your Judge Lee and Marcia Norman scores of 25-16 in set 1, 25-11 in set 2, and 25-14 in set number 3. Wes Morris once again here alongside Jim Plummer. And Jim, let's go over the top stats if we can.
We'll start with Lope since they were the visiting team. Of course, winning this match in 3 sets. Final scores were 16-25. 11-25, and the third set was 14-25. Adam A. Falls, let's go ahead and do aces first for the Eagles. Lila Forsyth had 2. Allie Bandy with 3 aces. Marley Molina with 2. Going down the list of kills for the day, Falls with 6. Forsyth with 6. Bandy with 2. Briley Lauderdale really came on in the third set. I think she had 6 in the third set, had a total of 9 in the entire match. Lily Greer had 2 kills, and Annabelle Falls was credited with 1. As far as blocks go, I didn't record any, but I know there were some, so we'll just skip that. Go over to Post right now. As far as aces, we had Carmen Mullins had 2 aces on the day. In kills category, Serenity Sanchez with 2, Amberly Garza with 3, and let's see, Carmen Mullins had 2 kills as well. As far as blocks, you had 1 for Sophie Scott, Carmen Mullins with 1, Hannah Abraham had 1 as well, and Riley Hernandez. And that's pretty much of the stats that we keep. I say we as in Jim Plummer, and I totally do not endorse the accuracy of the stats, so don't take it to heart.
All righty, well, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we will name our Lady Lope of the game, and as well as look ahead to our next Lady Lope broadcast, and as well as our next Bowl Gold broadcast. Is once again your final here at the Antelope Arena as Lopes takes down Post in 3 straight sets as the PSR wrap-up show continues right after this.
Take a break and let Post Family Cleaners take care of the laundry. Family Cleaners is Post hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main Street in Post. Whether it's dry cleaning, wash and starching, laundry service, or alterations, Post Family Cleaners has you covered. Let Post Family Cleaners make your life a bit easier. Go by 111 West Main Street or call 806-495-0777 to get details. That's 806-495-0777. Post Family Cleaners, your hometown laundry and dry cleaners on West Main and Post.
Post Lady Lope Volleyball is powered by the McClellan family. Michael, Sam, and Jacob love and support Lady Lope Volleyball. The Post Athletic Booster Club, supporting the Bowl Gold tradition. The Post Independent School District, home of the Bowl Gold. The Post Area Chamber of Commerce, serving Post and all of Garza County. Visit PostCityTexas.com. Post Sports Radio appreciates these sponsors for making this Bowl Gold broadcast a reality.
This message is sponsored by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman.
Texas 4-H is a club for kids and teenagers ages 5 to 18, and it's big. It's the largest youth development program in Texas. 4-H is for kids with animals and so much more, like shooting sports, food science, healthy living, fashion, and photography. Contact the Garza County Extension Office to sign up by calling 806-495-4400 or visit 4honline.com.
This is brought to you by Judge Lee and Marcia Norman, supporting what's good for Post and Garza County.
Sophisticut Salon of Post is your hometown full-service hair and nail salon. Sam McClellan and Dana Babb offer full-service hair and wax services, while Tamara Reed offers full-service nails and pedicures. To set up an appointment, contact the professional of your choice. Sam at 806-781-9491, Dana at 806-495-2505, or Tamara at 806-620-4560. The Sophisticut Salon at 105 North Avenue I in Post. Sophisticut Salon, your hometown full-service hair and nail salon, proud fans of Lady Lope Volleyball.
Welcome back to the Post Sports Radio wrap-up show. It is now time to name our Lady Lope of the game, Jim.
We'll have to go with Carmen Mullins, a senior player out there. Showed a lot of poise tonight and put some stats up in most of the categories with 2 aces, 2 kills, and 1 block. So congratulations to Carmen Mullins, our Lady Lope of the match here against Lopes.
So once again, as you take a look on your screen, you'll see the next volleyball game that we will call. The Lady Lopes will travel to Plains on Saturday, and then they will come home next Tuesday for the Lady Lope Bowls version of the hardwood, or the hardwood version of the Lady Lope Bowl, as we welcome the Abernathy Lady Lopes. And then if you take a look on the screen as well, you see our football schedule. Is we will head to Farwell next week. This Friday.
3 days from now.
And then we're off. We are off.
Yeah.
Football is off a week. We'll allow a chance for everybody to come back healthy. And then we will have that Tuesday. I'm sorry for New Deal. That Tuesday we will to put our volleyball schedule back up just to give you guys a quick order of operations. I believe it will be Plains the week we play New Deal. I believe that's how that will work.
Okay.
So, those are your next 3 or 4 broadcasts that you get to enjoy the sound of our voices with. We wish Carter Petty, he's not with us today, but we wish him all the best as wherever he's at today. Hopefully he was watching and listening. So that'll do it for Jim and I here at the Lope Arena. Once again, your Lady Lopes fall to the Ropes Lady Eagles in 3 straight sets with your scores of 25-16 in set 1, 25-11 in set number 2, and 25-14 in set 3. Post is now 15-14 on the year, 1-1 in district. Ropes 23-8, 2-0 on the year in district. For Jim Plummer, I'm Russ Morris. We'll catch you guys at Farwell. Keep hope alive, everybody.
I was going to say that.
You want to say it?
No, yeah, keep hope alive. I like Russ's slogan.
All broadcasts in all and any media form provided by PostSportsRadio.com are the sole property of Post Sports Enterprises with the permission of the Post Independent School District. Any retransmission of any of these broadcasts, whether partial or in its entirety, for commercial or personal use without express written consent of the Post Sports Enterprises and Post ISD is strictly prohibited. Any violations of these broadcast rights will be strictly enforced and upheld as allowed by local, state, and federal statutes, ordinances, and laws. We hope you enjoyed this post-high school event exclusively on PostSportsRadio.com.